So cardio, aerobic cardio conditioning, which is slower paced, relaxed, for longer periods, that type of exercise is a fantastic form of weight loss. It's great for heart health. It's not any better or worse than anaerobic conditioning, which is short, sharp, intense. They both have their place and they're both important to do. For the long distance one, however, the relaxed for long extended periods of time, one of the most common popular options is to do running, but lots of people dislike running. So I'm going to show you now how you can do some strength and conditioning exercises that are normally for short, intense workouts. I'm going to show you how you can tweak them a little bit to help with your cardio. So the first one we're going to look at, the only one we're going to look at is a burpee. Now a burpee is fantastic because it works upper body, lower body, it's fantastic all over the workout, but it's very difficult to keep that up for long periods of time. So the way we're going to tweak that a little bit is by doing a controlled or a slow motion burpee. So I'm going to come at a bit of an angle so you can see. So a regular burpee is normally when you throw your legs out behind, you lie flat, and then you stand with a jump. Okay, that's your regular burpee, a very quick dynamic movement that burns up a lot of calories. But you're not going to be able to keep that on for 20-30 minutes. So the way in which you can work your cardio conditioning with a strength and conditioning exercise is by tweaking that exercise a little bit. So the way we do it is we go into a squat. Okay, so instead of throwing our legs out behind, we drop down into a squat, then we jump down into a push-up, jump back up into a squat, and then we stand. That's very, very similar to a burpee, but the pace is a little slower. We're not doing a plyometric jump at the end, and we're having just a little bit of a break in between each one. So I'll do a few reps to show you. So you can see there's slight pauses in between each of the exercises that I do. And you can do that a step further by adding in some star steps in between each one and just slowing the pace down just a little bit. So for an example, I could keep this pace up and you can tweak it to suit your own needs, but I could keep this sort of pace up for, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. So that is how you can tweak a burpee, so you can do it for a bit more of a longer endurance cardio workout. Now if I was just to drop down and do full-on burpees, I'd be a lot more out of breath. So I've slowed the pace down to enable the duration to go on longer. And there's other things you can do to tweak it as well. So as you start to get tired, which no doubt you will, as you start to get tired, you can add more star steps in between. So you can do some star steps to get a breather. Then you can go back into it. If your arms start to fatigue, which they probably will with the push-ups, then you can just add in a couple of squats. So I'm giving my arms a lot more of a breather in between each one. If you, on the other hand, if your legs start to get tired, then you can add in a few more push-ups, or you can add in a few more star steps to help recover. But that's one way in which you can take an all-over body workout, burpees, which you normally hit hard and fast to work the anaerobic fitness, which tires you out very quickly. That's the way in which you can tweak it, so you can go on for longer to work your cardio, longer aerobic conditioning. Instead of, if you don't like going out running, this is something else you can do with minimal space, no equipment.